All right, everybody, welcome back to another YouTube Hangout. Super excited to be here again with you for the third or fourth Hangout of the day. It's a crazy day. I've got my special guest, Felipe, back with me again. He was on last week. You guys couldn't see him because we were having some tech difficulties, but he's back. He's got his webcam on, and we're going to talk a little about his business and also lessons learned for you guys as entrepreneurs, and shift into talking about gratitude as well. So, Felipe, welcome back, man.
Thank you very much, Evan. I'm happy to be seen by your fans, right? Right now, I just dropped a bottle of water here, but everything's fine.
So, Felipe is joining us. He's joining us from Brazil. To be able to see the face now, man. Last time we were talking, I saw this picture of you. It's a great picture, a smiling picture, but it's great to see the man in action himself there. So welcome aboard, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you, Evan. My pleasure to be here with you guys.
So for the people watching, to give them a little bit of background, can you tell us about your company, what you do, so we can kind of get into a discussion afterwards? What is your business all about?
Sure thing. Guys, I'm Felipe Dib. I'm from Brazil. I was a frustrated English student, and then I convinced mom and dad to send me to a public school in New Zealand. After graduating my high school there, I started working as everything I could. And then one day, mom called me and said, "Felipe, we miss you so much. Please come back home. It's time to be back." I said, "Okay, no worries, mom. I'll be going soon." And then I came back and went to the school I had flunked, and I asked them to be their teacher. They told me, "You're crazy." But then I took a test, and I became a teacher there too, and then started doing a post-graduation course in graduation in international relations, post-grad in teaching and learning English. Then I studied business in Oxford, went to Georgetown for a leadership program. Guys, everything's leaking here. Let me just try to dry it up a little bit. Okay, so then I became a professor at two universities here, teaching both English and international relations, globalization, international politics. And then I had a very bad car accident that just made me think of my life, of my future, of what I was doing. My dream was always to be a millionaire until the day I saw money is very limited. Money doesn't cover the most important factors of our lives.
So talk about the business now that you founded, what it's all about, to give people a little more context.
Yeah, and then it was 2011. I had this car accident and decided to thank God for being alive, to thank God for the miracle I had been given. And I started uploading classes, video classes of English on YouTube since the very basic levels. Our class number 1 is hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And then since then, I decided to dedicate my life to this English course. And since then, we have taught 20 million classes for thousands of students in 181 countries worldwide.
I love it. Now, people are asking in the live chat about the map you have behind you and what the dots signify there. So what's the story with the map?
Let me show you guys. Here we've got Você Aprende Agora, which is our Portuguese to English platform. Here is where I am, Mato Grosso do Sul. Let me just, so that you have an idea of the map. Yeah.
I like that. You are here. I like that.
Yeah. So here, this is Brazil. This is central west of Brazil. I'm in the middle of the country. You guys are up here, right? Even.
Yep.
Yeah. So that is the T-shirt from the Olympic Games here in Brazil. I was torchbearer for Brazil in some parts, and we have three platforms right now. We have Portuguese to English, Spanish to English, and we're just starting Chinese to English. So there are 2 dots here. 1 dot is for Você Aprende Agora, the white dot, and the blue dot or gray dot for Tu Aprendes Ahora, which is Spanish to English. And all these dots are the places where we have students. So it's all over the world. Yeah. These are the countries where we have, yeah. And here are some certificates, some stuff. There are some stuff from YouTube, and yeah.
Got it. So let's talk about giving some advice for entrepreneurs. We've got a bunch of people here who want to start their own business, have started their own business, trying to get to the next level. What kind of feedback would you give them on turning their thing into a full-time business or getting their business up to the next level? Some lessons that you've learned in building your company.
Mm-hmm. I think we have pretty much the same opinion about how to grow a business. And one of the key factors is providing value to your customers, to your clients, to your fans, to the people who follow you. I always share 3 things when people ask me to talk or ask me to give a lecture. I always take 3 things that work with me. I avoid saying advice. I avoid saying advice or lessons because each person does whatever he or she wants and prefers. But 3 things that worked very well with me is what you like to do what you love to do, and do it well. Be excellent in whatever you do. This is number 1, in my opinion. Second is there is no perfect moment. There is no right moment to start something. Right now, you have a problem at your family. I have it too. And everyone who's watching us is having a problem right now in their families. If we stop what we want to do, or if we wait for the problems to be over, we'll never be ready, because there will always be challenges in our personal lives, in our career. So there is no perfect moment. So if you want to start something, do it now. Start now. Oh, but I don't have the conditions. No worries. Do it. Do it. Do it. And third is work very hard. The 3 things I always say are these ones. Do what you like and be excellent. Second, there is no perfect moment. And third, work.
Love it. Some great feedback, and echoes a lot of the stuff that I've been saying as well too. So we're on the same page there. Shout out to Rafaela, who's from Brazil, watching us live too from Rio. So we got some Brazilian fans here too.
Great.
When we were talking about this session, you wanted to call it "Gratitude Will Change Your Life." So the focus on gratitude, something I believe in. We do a daily gratitude stream on my YouTube channel every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern for 10 minutes. I share 3 things I'm grateful for. The people in the live chat share 3 things they're grateful for, and something we do every day. Talk to me about the role of gratitude in business, how it's affected you. Obviously, it's very important to you because we named it Gratitude Will Change Your Life. So what's the role of gratitude in business as an entrepreneur for you?
There is no business without gratitude, in in my opinion. There is no business at all without gratitude. And we need to learn and to be aware of the importance of gratitude. Sometimes people do something for us and I won't give it back because, you know, this is important. This is important. My number one gratitude is to God. I thank God every single day for being alive. By the way, let me show you guys another part of that glass thing. Can you see that? Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I have that written full time on that glass, and very big, and having a big space of that to be remembered, to be grateful every day. How does that affect business? It makes you grow. It makes you happy. It makes you a better person. Remembering to thank by actions, not only with words, will make you a much more successful person. I have seen it in my life. Before the accident I had, my focus was being a millionaire. After my accident, my focus was giving back, thanking God for being alive after a miracle I received. And man, I can tell you, today I'm much happier than I was. I have a huge impact. I didn't have any impact before this accident. You see, I think it's without gratitude there is no business.
I wonder, how do you, so I have a couple of things that come to mind. I wonder, what is so you have it on the wall, right? Like, you know, where you're facing that every day, you've got this thank God, you know, on the wall, there's other words around it. What are some of the things that you do to keep the gratitude in mind? Because, you know, entrepreneur, a lot of stuff happening, you're managing a team, you've got all these customers in all these countries, you know, crazy hours working. How do you remember, what does your schedule look like? Do you have rituals? How do you remember to stay grateful?
Even I believe the best way to remember is to set rules on what you do. When we started Você Aprende Agora, when we started our course, the basic rule was all our classes are and will be free forever. With a rule to follow, you don't forget gratitude. You don't forget gratitude. It's very easy to forget gratitude if you don't set rules to yourself, if you don't set rules to your business. Our value number one here at Você Aprende Agora, and Tu Aprendes Ahora, and You Speak Now, all our platforms, in our offices, our value number one is gratitude. Then we have dedication, honesty, being fast and efficient in whatever you do, and meritocracy. Why meritocracy? Because it connects to gratitude. It connects to gratitude. The more you put in, the more you get out.
So what are some of the rituals that you will do? Do you schedule it in? Do you, like, first thing you get into the office, you look at the wall and you reflect, or before you go to bed? Or what are some of the things that you schedule in that you do every day to stay grateful?
I'm always thanking God for being alive. When I start my day, I pray. When I finish my day, I pray. I'm always thanking my team to be with me, to dream big with me. I'm always thanking my students to follow our classes, to give us feedback, to help us improve, to spread the word about us. We never invested any cent in marketing, even. Never invested any cent in marketing. And we've taught 20 million classes. We have students in 181 countries. So I remember to be grateful every single day, every single day. And I believe it's an obligation. It's an obligation to be grateful. It's an obligation to be. It's not nice or it's important. It's an obligation to be grateful and to give back.
So one of the live viewers, Sumed, hope I pronounced that okay, is asking, can you please tell us how to express our gratitude?
The way you prefer. The way you prefer. You can express your gratitude with words, saying things to people. Basically, if you love your mom, if you admire her, come to her and say, "Mom, I love you. I'm grateful for everything." With words, you can say, you can show your gratitude. With gesture, with actions, you can show your gratitude. Some people like to listen to your gratitude, so say. Thank them. Some other people prefer gesture, prefer you to take action. Take action. I believe action is more important than words. But the way you prefer, the way you prefer. Think of a way to show your gratitude. Go ahead and do it.
But I would also say it may not always involve another person.
No.
Gratitude for his mom or something else that he could actually demonstrate, but maybe he's grateful for the sun today, right? Nobody, but you're still feeling it, where it's just taking 2 minutes to sit there and think about the things that you have. And the fact that you guys are watching this stream, 5% of the people in the world, right? Like, you care about self-development, you have an internet connection, right? You have time to sit and learn and improve yourself. You're ahead of most of the world, and you think you have all these problems, but right now you're pretty lucky. You know, there's a lot of people who've done a lot more already with less than what you already have now. And yes, you want to be ambitious and you want to grow and you want to make an impact and you want to build your business, but on the same side, you can still be grateful for what you do have, and that makes you happier, healthier, you know, more successful entrepreneur, at least in my mind. So, you know, you already bring it up, Felipe. You do it through prayer. It doesn't always have to be an action for somebody else if you're grateful for something else around you too, right?
Sure thing. And for the simple things too, even as you said, thanks for this lovely sky today. Thanks for this sunrise. Thanks for this sunset. And something I do a lot is I talk to myself loud. I talk to myself loud. I listen to my voice, being grateful for the things, being grateful for things I have and for things I want to have. I thank the things I want to have. I thank God for things I want to have. And the word God in your world can be Christ, can be spirit, can be energy, can be nature, can be the world, can be mother, can be whoever can be any power, any energy you're grateful for.
There's a follow-up question, which I think you kind of answered, but it's good to bring it up. Asking about the difference between writing down your gratitudes in a notebook versus saying it.
I do both, and I recommend you guys to do both too. You saw that glass. That glass there, up there we have annual goals, and then we have thank God, and under that, below thank God, we have the monthly goals. And in this small notebook here, I have my notes, my to-do lists. So I write them down. I write them down all the time. And I also say, there is a bell here in our office. Every time, each one of us, there are some people here, when someone reaches the goal, this person goes to the bell, and this person rings the bell. And we have a deal here that when someone goes to the bell, everyone stays around this person with applause until the moment this person stops ringing the bell. So we celebrate our goals, our achievements. We celebrate them. And I personally write a lot of them everywhere. And I love being very colorful with everything. So I'm always highlighting things and crossing out words and stuff.
Cool. And thank you for the question, Sumed. I think the most important thing, at least for me, and what I encourage with my team, is that you have to get the benefits, you have to feel it. Felipe can comment on this too. I think you have to feel it. So just like writing 3 things down, or just saying, yeah, I'm grateful for my mom and the sun and the internet, you know, you don't get the benefits because you're not actually, you have to have the emotional connection. So if I'm saying I'm grateful for my mom, like actually just thinking about why am I grateful for my mom and spending 30 seconds thinking about it so I feel it here, that's where I get the benefit, as opposed to just writing something down on a piece of paper, right? So whether you're writing it down, whether you're saying it, I feel like the most important part, at least for me, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, Felipe, is that you actually emotionally are connected to that. So if you're saying thank God, it's like, yeah, I thank God, and I thank my car, I think, you know, whatever. Just yeah, right? You actually feel it. You feel grateful for it, right?
Yeah, it has to be real, right? Even what you were pointing, and I agree 100%, is be true to yourself. Be real, be authentic, be genuine. Have the habit to talk to reality. I'm telling you, dream big, but feel true gratitude. Feel write true things. Dream big, but write true things and cross out things you really did today or yesterday, or things you've done. But what Evan is saying, I agree 100%. Feel. It has to be real. If it's not real, it's like a bubble. Sooner or later, it will blow up. And
I love it. So now thinking about, so we're entrepreneurs here, you're building a business, you have a team, you know, we've already seen some of them as you turn around the camera. How to, now that you've realized how important this is for you, what, you know, the most successful entrepreneurs I know of, they like to now bring these things that are working for them to the people around them, whether it's your friends, your family, your team. How do you bring this to your team? So you have it on the board, you have the bell practice. Is there something that you do, like if you bring on a new person who may not do a daily practice of gratitude, that you've just hired to be your new web developer or whatever position in your company, what do you do for your team to make it, because it's had such an impact on you, so that they're doing it consistently to have an impact on them as well?
Mm-hmm. I believe they will only learn these values if they see me putting them in practice. If they see me doing and living what I say, they will maybe start doing it. They will consider doing it. But like something I value a lot is punctuality. And by the way, last time we talked, I arrived 3 minutes late, and I was, no, I can't be late, man. And I value a lot punctuality. So when they come for interviews, the last interview of our selection process here, of our recruiting here, is talking to me, having an interview with me. And when everyone arrives earlier for the job interview, everyone arrives early. And when they're hired, maybe they get lazy about arriving early, arriving at the right time. And I always tell them, I value punctuality a lot. But I tell them this. They only respect what I say after they arrive here and I'm already in office. When they leave and I'm still here. When I tell them 8:30 we study together. Every Tuesday we get together and we study together. If I am late to our meetings, if I finish our meetings late, they don't have the example, dude. And if you don't show people by giving the example, it will be hard to pass your values through them. I tell them, be correct, be honest, but if I don't pay them on day one every month with every cent they deserve, they will say, hey, Felipe, you tell us to be correct, you tell us to be the best example, but I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm very far from being perfect, but I try my best to be the best example to everyone who works here with us.
I love it.
And it's hard when it's long distance relationship even. Mm-hmm. For the ones who were close to me here in Brazil, in Campo Grande, it's easy, but we have office in Mexico, we're starting China. When there is a distance, it becomes harder to show your examples and to demonstrate by action. But anyway, you have to show, you have to do by your example.
I love it. One of the things that we did before I started the morning gratitude stream was I started a private Facebook group for myself and the key people on the team. And we would share every day 3 things. And I was in there too, leading by example, sharing 3 things for me. If I'm saying it's important, I got to show up and do it too. And they would share 3 things too. And it also brought them closer together in a non-business way, in that, you know, I'm grateful that got through that operation. Like, oh man, what happened with your mom? Is she okay? Like, it brings people together too on a much deeper level. So yeah, I'm a big fan of leading by example too there. Getting some good comments here. People are grateful that we arranged this webinar. So you've got some new fans from Believe Nation here. There was a question about frequency. So is writing it down once a day enough? Should I be doing it more? What are your thoughts on frequency of being grateful, or showing it, or writing, or taking the action?
You need to build a habit to first be grateful, and then to write things down and cross what you've done. What I mean by that is, I have my to-do list here. I have to transfer some money to my company's account. I have to buy a door holder, I think this is the name in English, and I have to transfer the document of a motorcycle I bought. These things I wrote in the morning. 2 of them I've already done. So I have to cross here. The transfer I've already done, and the motorcycle document I've already done. If I don't do it, until I don't do it, I don't throw this paper out. This paper is very, very ugly, but I won't put it into rubbish until I finish what I'm supposed to do. This is my strategy to be efficient. I'm not efficient if I don't write things down, if I don't have a reminder in my cell phone, if I don't write things there. And my wife today during lunchtime, she told me, Felipe, yesterday I almost got a bit nervous with you because you asked me the same thing 4 times. Because I was asking her, love, what do we have to do tonight? Love, what do we have to do tonight? Why? Because I didn't take note of our night schedule. So write things down and go for them.
Yeah, I think if you want to start the habit of a gratitude practice, don't set yourself up for failure. Don't say, I'm going to be grateful 10 times a day, you know, if you're starting from nothing. have it once a day. Like once a day consistently is so much better than nothing.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference. And as you get used to doing it once a day, you'll find other opportunities throughout the day to do it as well. Whenever I'm trying to do a new habit, I try to put it in the morning because you're more likely to do it in the morning than if it's at the end of the day. Your day starts exploding on you. So, and this doesn't have to take long. Like Felipe, how long does it take you to do your gratitude prayer in the morning?
2 minutes, maybe.
Right. So, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. We're not asking you to take 90 minutes out of your day to do this, right? So 2 minutes in the morning, put it on your calendar, whether you use a book or a Google Calendar or your email, whatever, put it in there so you can check it off. And for 2 minutes, just sit there and think about things that you're grateful for. Do that once a day. Set yourself up for success. If that starts working for you, then you can do it more often. But I think too often with new habits, even like, I want to learn a new language. I'm going to go check out your service to learn a new language. It's like they have to commit 5 hours a day to do it. They're going to fall off pretty quickly. And if I can do it in small chunks daily, I'm much more likely to stick to the habit.
Sure.
So,
For sure, yeah.
Cool. Well, it's crazy how quickly time flies, Felipe. We're having fun. We're getting lots of great comments. More people from Brazil, Erica, Pianura, I hope I pronounced that okay, watching in, and people around the world. For people who've been inspired by this, Felipe, they want to learn more about you, what you're all about, your message. Where's the best way to reach you?
Guys, go on vocêaprendeagora.com or tuaprendesahora.com or youspeaknow.com, or send me a message on my Facebook, or add me on Snapchat, Dib Felipe. My Snapchat is DIBFELIPE, Dib Felipe.
Perfect. I think we linked up the websites in the description below too, so check that out. Felipe, man, thank you so much for sharing some gratitude, for giving us some wisdom and inspiration. Thank you guys all for watching live as well. Continue to believe, or whatever your one word is, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you, Evan. Thanks, guys. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.
Much love, man.